Jim Botero.
Let us bow our heads and be thankful and express our gratitude to our Heavenly Father that His Lions Club can meet together today and enjoy the fellowship with each other. May we ever be proud of the work we do for our community. And may we always thank you for the food that has blessed us with. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. See the flag salute.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Maryland song. My country is of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of thy pilgrim's pride, from every mountain side, let freedom ring.
I'm so glad you said tone deafness. At least I recognize that.
Bob, you got any guests back there?
President Lloyd, fellow Lions, and several guests. We'll start with Mark and Debbie Manzello are here from Peninsula. Mike Hendricks from Kalama. Monty and Ann Ward from Kalama. June Ferrara from Stanaway. Our guest speaker, who will be introduced in a minute. And Greg has one guest here.
President Lloyd, Lions and guests. My guest today is Gary Calverton, who last week was approved for membership to our club, and we'll bring him in 1st of March.
That's all I have.
All right. Hey, Spence.
Hey, Spence.
Morning, sir.
Who's late? Am I off now or no?
You're on now.
All right. Hey, watch it. I am going to put in the first $5. President Lloyd, guests, and guys, members. Hey, I haven't been here since mid-December. I am back. I am still healing. I had an anniversary of 24 years.
Patient man, very patient
You know what? I have learned since my surgery, shopping is not my friend. Sharon had to practically carry me by the end of our spree. And that's that. Do you have something to say?
I will.
Dwayne Smith. Here you go, hon.
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, there's my happy $2 bill. As you know, our Lions Club motto is "We Serve," and I'd like to read off some information about Lion Jimmy Carter. He's been in the news. He's in hospice now. He's way over 90. This was written by Lion Bob Reddick, and I'm not sure what club he was from. But Jimmy says, Lions changed my life, said former President Jimmy Carter. I would have never been ambitious enough to run for governor of Georgia. I would have never dreamed of being president of the United States if it were not for the Lions. Mr. Carter followed his father's footsteps and joined the Plains Lion Club in 1953. And by the way, his dad was a charter member of that club. A week after he resigned from the Navy. During his term as club president in 1957-58, the Plains Club built and began operating a community swimming pool. Also, their club was involved in blindness prevention projects in Georgia and Honduras. Lion Carter found that Lionism is a great way to engage in public service. helped him to expand his horizons, and he credits the many lessons he learned while serving his community as helping him in his career as a politician and peacemaker. He says the Lions' commitment to service showed him the importance of caring for others. Being zone chairperson, district governor, and church chairperson of the Council of Governors in Georgia, and that was in 1968, gave him a visible involvement with the Lions. This high profile with the 208 clubs throughout the state of Georgia helped him immensely with his campaign for governor in 1970. During his presidential campaign in 1976, he attributes his civic involvement as a Lion contributed to my identity as a community leader. I'm almost done.
Is this the program?
After leaving the White House, Mr. Carter and his wife Rosalind founded the Carter Center in 1982. Its mandate was to advance human rights and diminish human suffering around the world. In 1994, the Carter Center partnered with Lions International Foundation Sight First program and focused on two blinding diseases, trachoma and river blindness. And of course, that's what our big project overall of Lions is sight. River blindness is a vector-borne parasitic disease that leads to blindness, and trachoma is the leading infectious cause of blindness worldwide. From 1994 to 2018, the partnership resulted in more than 236 million treatments to eliminate river blindness and over 177 million treatments to halt the blinding effects of trachoma. Over 800,000 sight-saving surgeries to reverse the advanced stage of trachoma have been performed, and more than 3.2 million latrines have been built to reduce transmission of infection. Since 1994, LCIF has approved more than 60 river blindness and trachoma grants, totaling over US $67 million. LCIF and the Carter Center believe in the power of partnerships. No single organization or country can hope to eliminate tropical diseases like river blindness and trachoma on its own. As we see today, to conquer these dreadful diseases and viruses takes the efforts and cooperation of many teams. The other thing I wanted to mention is that you have an opportunity for service today, if you want to. Over at the UD building, there on Commerce, Red Cross has a blood drive, and they have 8 openings. And so if you just go over there and walk in the door, I'm sure they will accommodate you. You roll up your sleeve, figure out about an hour. Usually takes me less than a half hour once they get busy and start punching your arm to donate a pint of blood.
Thank you very much, Lions Wayne.
Carter, President Jimmy Carter was also instrumental in lobbying, negotiating with drug companies to take the cost of that river blindness pill from over $13 a pill down to less than $1 a pill, which assisted the Lions in treating millions of cases across the world. Hey, everybody say... Yeah. Her part of the budget's really low. Lion Spencer.
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, I don't know if we got guests, I missed that part today. I was greeted by cheers. President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, one happy buck today, just by a couple minutes, and I'll take more now. Thankful for a happy family and healthy baby, healthy wife. Thank you.
Chinese palace in that happy family. Anybody get that joke? Nobody gets that joke. It's a meal at a Chinese restaurant called Happy Family. You know what, District Governor Debbie, you could become president of the United I know, because the fun part would be, he would become our first man. Is that what it's called? Oh, that takes him out of the running. Okay.
President Lloyd, Longview Pioneers, and Lions friends, it's great to be here today. I had a visitation at White Salmon down in the gorge yesterday, and so I'm on my way home, and I thought, what a perfect opportunity to stop and see the Longview Pioneers. So I'm here.
And really good pie.
No money from you, doctor?
It came out of my wallet.
As it should. John Claypool.
God, we missed this, didn't we?
What'd you guys do without me?
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, pilots, wonderful to see you and have you back.
Thank you.
I am remembering another lion, an old lion, a past lion, SSED, not a has-been. Anyway, and that lion is Bert Grabell, better known as the Silver Fox, which was a special name for Bert at one time, but as I look around, it's a pretty common occurrence. Anyway, I did my first walk and knock with Bert. I did my first bell ringing at Christmas with Bert in front of his optometry shop down on Commerce, as a matter of fact. And wonderful man, another mentor guy for me, and he was there when he could be. He's a great guy.
Don't play horseshoes with him.
When I moved here from California, I bought Bert's house. So I think his lionism is coursing through me.
I'm leaving that totally alone. Totally leaving that alone. She talked about having an anniversary. Amazing restraint. Thank you very much.
I want to hear it, Pat.
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, this is a happy $5. I had a fabulous meal on Valentine's Day at the part where the restaurant of former Lion Mike, Julie, and his wife Dawn, the Backstage Cafe. And I was a little nervous because when I called up for reservations, they read off the entrees are in Italian. At least I think it was Italian. I don't speak Italian. Yeah. I know it wasn't Vietnamese because I know some customers in Vietnamese. That's a little above my level of sophistication, but I bumped into Lion Leroy Marshall and Melissa. They were there too and sat right by us. And I said, I don't know this. He said, just, use the same fork I do, George, you'll be fine. And then he wouldn't give it to me. I don't get it. But anyway, Mike said to love him on social media if we enjoyed it. I don't do that. This is supposed to get to social media. So Mike Julian, he also owns, of course, the Kelso Theater Club and been through some rough times during the pandemic. He had a chance to get a meal, watch a movie, grab a pizza. I recommend you use them.
Darn fun. Hey, President Lloyd, I actually have a sad $10 from Lion Phil Olson. Those of you that are on social media. Tucker the dachshund. Tucker, the 270-pound, ruled the house dachshund, passed away earlier this week. And Phil asked sad $10. And I immediately said, of course I will, Phil. But look, your food bill's going to go down by 50%. Lion out.
Yeah. Thank you, Tail Twister President Lloyd, fellow Lions, past President Tom. That's my first happy dollar. Seeing your smiling face, man. Congratulations, we're glad you're here. Since you're here, do you want to schedule the next past president's meeting so we can take nominations? Yeah, okay, he'll do it. And my second happy dollar, well, yes. Isla's been gone almost as long as Tom, so that'll be my second one.
Way to get him out of forgetting what the hell the second dollar was for. I'm looking at his eyes, Mike. I'm looking in his eyes, and I'm remembering the same look on the day of his wedding in 1969. How am I doing here? How come people are all dressed? What's going on? Like,
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, I also have a happy dollar for seeing past President Tom here today. Second happy dollar, most of you remember that Lion Pat was in the hospital on our anniversary in December. It finally dawned on me today why. It was our anniversary. She was so happy and overwhelmed that she was married to me.
It's going to cost you a lot more than $2 for that crap. There's a disposal fee on that comment, man. I'm telling you. There's a carry-out fee, there's a hazardous waste fee. Speaking of hazardous waste fees, what are you going to say, Greg?
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, boy, that's a hard one to follow up there, Mike. I too am extremely happy to see my good friend Tom here today, and his wonderful caregiver, Pat.
Seriously. You know, President Lloyd, I'm going to throw a happy dollar in. I'm going to correct Lion, my partner. I am pretty sure the reason she was dehydrated on their anniversary is because she cried the night away before. Yeah, I'm taking this act on the road, but I know you guys want me to go soon. Don't kick me that side again.
Easy boy. President Lloyd, Lions and guests, did you hear about the elephant with diarrhea? Well, you should have. It's all over town.
Hey, Steve Johnson, shake on his head.
Okay, I can follow that one up. So this last weekend, President Lloyd was down in Tigard at a birthday celebration for a wonderful friend, turned 90. I looked at him, I said, what do you get a guy who's 90 years old on his birthday? Whole place was absolutely silent, and I said, life insurance. They laughed a lot more. They didn't smarter than you guys. Maybe it was the alcohol, I don't know. Bye, Mary.
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, whatever that said. You know,
We're all shook up.
I forget what I wanted to say, so I wrote it down today. First one was I just wanted to welcome all of my extended family, Lion friends from all over the place, and it's so fun to see you and know you. It's great. The other one was a message from Rex Boswell. He texted me and said, I can't be at club today. Please share with everyone that I'm working a lot and I've been on vacation and I hope to be back next week. Now, vacation was, I believe, in Las Vegas with his family, and I think many of you worked at the Chuck Wagon, and we had his granddaughter, no, it would be his stepdaughter, Lily. She turned 21, so they were celebrating Lily. So I thought that was kind of fun. Yeah. And then I think I was going to say it's so good to see you, Tom and Pat, but I ran out of money here, and I wanted to say joy and laughter is so much fun. And Steve got that joke from Harold Malone. We had breakfast with them last Sunday, and it was joy and laughter the whole time with two other couples and Steve and I.
Oh, Lee, what kind of jokes he tells at lunch? Oh, Lion Cindy's just keeps digging.
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, yes, I had to dig because I started off with 5 happy dollars and wrote 6 things down, so there's 6 happy dollars. One, Jim and I are going to a trade show on Saturday or Friday, and we usually get taken out to dinner by the manufacturing rep. This time we jumped up to the big leagues, and Moen is taking us out for dinner, and they're doing something called Top Golf, which I have heard of, but I didn't know, but so we moved up to the big leagues. We're actually getting taken out by the factory. Also, we've been cooking up a storm. For those of you who are not on Facebook, I did chicken corn on blue, and I figured out an easier way to make it. And I found out, I got a call last week from a customer that we rarely work for. Is this Cindy? Yes, you know, we laugh about you all the time. I don't know anybody who works there, I don't know you. Well, evidently, 8 years ago, when we had our tornado, it lifted the roof of the shop, like $88,000 worth of damage. Well, they interviewed Chris Searing, which at the time, he had a plumbing, electrical place just a block away. He was identified as Cindy Sessions with Sessions Plumbing. 8 years, I did not know this. 8 years. And then I'm gonna try something fun, and I encourage others to do this. There's something you guys just don't know about me that I'm gonna share with you. When Jim and I first got together, I did not know how to cook.
Oh, really?
That's something, that's true, it's true. And we also made reservations for Vegas for our anniversary. We're coming up on 35 in October. And then I'm so excited to see you, Tom and Pat. Welcome back.
No, President Lloyd, past President Tom and White Pat, they got stopped at the customs when they were trying to get back into the country. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah. Oh, there's no punchline, they just got stopped. Right? Was it Belize? No.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. Costa
Where his
Rica.
brother lives.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, doesn't your brother live there, Tom? Yep.
Lion Mark.
President Lloyd, fellow Lions guests, my bucks today. First, very happy that Isla and Tom and Pat are all back joining us again today. Extremely happy dollar for number 2. I told several of you about a month ago that my sister Christy the doctor was very concerned about cancer in her throat. The original biopsy was inconclusive, so they did throat surgery last week, removed the tumor and cleaned out some other spots in her throat. Tested it, and the doctor was very surprised. He said in about 40 years, that's what he looked at when it was ventilated, and it was benign. So that was really good news for that. Spent a couple days, Friday and Saturday in the gorge, including in White Salmon on Friday and Hood River on Saturday with some siblings, biological siblings again. And then 45 years ago yesterday, I went on a blind date, and I'm still with my wife, Ellen. Nice to know that we're celebrating that. Closing with the quote of the week, this is from Ernest Hemingway. There's nothing noble in being superior to your fellow men. True nobility lies in being superior to your former self.
Wow, blind date. We're so happy Eileen got her sight back.
And she's still doing that.
He was kind of a bushy guy back then. I don't know if you've seen the pictures, but yeah.
Well, it's all dark.
Tarzan of the jungle.
He's working his way back to it.
Anybody else got a happy buck they want to slide in here before we turn the back door? No? Nothing going on? Hey, let's all say hello to Steve Johnston, who's sitting in his chair there at home. Hey, Steve Johnston! Oh, Pat Fulton's got a happy buck. Holy moly!
Fellow Lions and guests and President Lloyd. I have a happy buck because I'm really happy to see Tom Fulton back.
Right on. I think it's up to you, sir.
Right. Okay. Turn the mic on. We'll turn the program over to Mark now.
Thank you, President Lloyd. We are in the midst of merging districts within our multiple district. Our District G is merging with District C, which is primarily the Olympia-Tacoma area. I thought it'd really be helpful to have somebody come speak to us today that's going to have a big part of this next year, having been on the merger committee. So I invited first Vice District Governor of C and District Governor-elect of the new District N, Lisa Ikeda, to come speak to a small, quiet club. Welcome, Lisa.
So obviously you can't see me like this, so luckily there is a step stool, so bear with me.
Oh yeah, Steve would be
So I'm Lisa Ikeda. Hello, Longview Pioneer Lions and guests. Thank you for having me spend lunch with you. So I'm Lisa Ikeda, and I brought one of my dear friends, June Ferrero, with me. And I'm the first Vice District Governor of 19C, the incoming District Governor of 19N, and I'll be sworn in on July 11th in Boston. I'm with the Pierce County Virtual Lions Club that chartered in December 2021, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the merger and my recent trip to Chicago. So serving next year as first Vice District Governor, Leslie Chassie is in the middle photo. We've got, and Leslie is with the Camas Lions. Him and I had the opportunity to visit the Leader Dogs for the Blind in August and spend some time together at last year's conference for 19G. Bob Johnson is at the very end photo, and he's with the Tacoma Centennial Lions. He'll be our second Vice District Governor, and Bob and I were in the Fife Lions together. And I'm excited about the merger between C and G, as it'll bring together the very best leaders from both districts to help all of our clubs in 19N. And we are in a unique situation that we'll have two immediate past district governors to help service and be there to guide us. Next slide. Got my handy assistant over here, Hal. So with this merger, we'll be going from 9 districts to 5, and as you can imagine, merging with another district is not an easy undertaking. Each of our merger teams are working behind the scenes to merge our district's bank accounts, various assets, constitution and bylaws, our leadership, membership, and service programs, as well as websites, social media accounts, etc. And I'm hoping that this will be a smooth transition. Some action items may not happen before July 1st, but I'm confident in those who are working to make it happen. Looking at my cabinet, it'll comprise of 45 to 50 core cabinet members and committee chairs. And I must admit, this is a daunting process and task. Ideally, 50% of the cabinet will be made up from each of the 2 districts, which I'll talk more about at the very end of my presentation. Next slide. So the numbers are constantly changing, and the data I have is from November, December 2022. So 19C has approximately 1,134 club members, and District G has approximately 213 club members, though I believe that we're down 32 members in C right now. Our clubs in C include Kent, Federal Way, Eatonville, Enumclaw, Port Orchard, Key Peninsula, and Tacoma, to name a few. And in total, we'll have approximately 79 clubs, but that data may also change with new club closures and new club chartering. We have actually the Korean Business Association Lions Club that'll be starting in C right in the next few months. We'll go from 6 zones to 11 zones. Some of my concerns going into this next year is that we need a zone share in C1. We don't currently have one in C1 or C4 at this time. And C1 is the Tacoma Gig Harbor area, and from my understanding, there hasn't been a zone share in G2 or G4 for some time. There's also the issuing of renumbering, which I hope will be able to get resolved soon, so that we can order crests, name badges, and update banners. Next slide, thank you.
Hey, I'm reading your thing here.
Oh,
You do it
that's perfect. So 4 of our 5 incoming district governors from MD19 were in attendance at the district governor training in St. Charles, Illinois, that took place earlier this month. Unfortunately, Ken Cook from 19S was sick, but left to right, we have Joel Hagan, Elaine Luck, myself, and then Michael Livingston. And for some reason, I thought Joel was much shorter until I got them next to each other, and I realized they're the same height, but they are shorter than Mark. Elaine and I were in the same group, but the 2 gentlemen were in different groups, classrooms, and different schedules than Elaine and I. And it was just really great to finally be able to meet and talk with them our last evening for dinner. It was the first time that we had met. And in talking with them, it seems that I'm in a better position than them, because most of my clubs are off of I-5 with no ferries or seaplanes needed to travel. And over the years, G has been very welcoming towards me. I know many of those who are in the leadership team, and I've attended your conferences, cabinet meetings, learning sessions, both in person and online. I've had the opportunity to volunteer and vision screen with a few of the clubs in G6, I believe it was. Plus, June and I have had the opportunity to visit Aberdeen and Cosmopolis charter nights together. So district governor training was pretty intense. Our first session started at 8 p.m. Monday night after many had traveled over 20 hours with several connecting flights, crossing various time zones, and we had a few sessions with incoming International President Dr. Patty Hill. And here's a photo from that evening, which led into, why are you here? And then our 3 core words for the week were change, excellence, and service. Lead through change, strive for excellence, and service to others. And I thought that was really important. We met as a group of approximately 700 district governors elects in the general sessions with each morning before classes and each evening before dinner. Each class had anywhere from 18 to 24 district governor elects with 31 group leaders in total, spread all across the Q Center campus with LCI staff on hand to help us at times. Mark Manzel was one of our instructors, not of my group, but one of the other groups. And we had classroom sessions with in-depth discussions. We had one online pre-assignment called Head, Heart, Gut, which was an in-depth analysis looking at how we lead. It showed us, and we discussed our strengths and areas where we can grow and how to be a balanced leader. We had a brief look at our new online membership portal that will be rolled out. We're looking at, I believe, July. Salesforce is an online cloud-based program that many nonprofits use, including the Girl Scouts. And we are told that it is user-friendly and even user-friendly for those who are visually impaired. And this will replace the My Lion, My LCI portal. So you won't have to go in and out from one program to the other and have the mix of old and new technology. And it should be a streamlined process. They do ask that those who are sharing an email with their Lion spouse to have their own individual email address. Also, please look at your date of births in your LCI records because many need updating due to an LCI glitch that some birthdays list January 1st and the correct year for several members. Our classroom had district governor-elects from Canada, Australia, the Philippines, and the United States. And we had the opportunity to meet with a group across the hall from all over South America, shown in the picture. They shared a childhood cancer presentation with us. And though we couldn't speak and understand the same language, their passion for lions was seen through their photos in their presentation and through their expressions and tears on their faces. And it was just a really heartwarming moment for all of us to be together. And part of our training also included a cross-cultural exchange where we were tasked to meet other lions from around the world, learn different greetings and phrases in their languages during our meals and in our free times. It was a very fun exercise, and I met many new people that I look forward to seeing in Boston. Our last general session took place, and we had a presentation about the current LCIF relief aid efforts in Turkey after their recent earthquake. Those in attendance from Turkey gave their appreciation to our Lions family far and near for helping to donate to LCIF. We were told that they had purchased portable dialysis machines, that these machines were vital to those that are being rescued due to their physical stress and their organs shutting down. In addition, they were grateful to receive help from Lions around the world that had donated clothing, food, given friendship, love, and support. It was all very appreciated. By the end of the training, my district governor class raised $10,000 for LCIF, and we kind of got in trouble because one of our classmates laid down in the river. He was going to jump in the pond, but apparently the pond has glass in it, so that's probably not a good idea. But more funds and resources are needed in order to help with the recent earthquake that was affected both Turkey and Syria most recently. I think it's important to say that we are an international organization, that our club's memberships should reflect that. If our community is diverse, our clubs, our district, and our leadership should also be diverse. We can attract more members to volunteer since our service projects, unlike other organizations, are member-driven. Service projects do not have to be large-scale operations. It could be 1 or 2 members working on something that they are passionate about. And many service projects don't cost anything to implement. We also have the leadership component where we can bring in new Lions into our clubs. We need to mentor new Lions and continue to mentor and encourage our current membership into leadership positions. Encourage Lions to attend the leadership trainings, We all have skills that our club, our district could all benefit from, and sometimes we just need to help recognize our full potential as Lion leaders. So all in all, it was a very rewarding Lions leadership experience for me. This past year, I've attended the Advanced Lions Leadership Institute and Faculty Development Institute, and I'm working on my FDI requirement right now. And I just finished my Lions University doctorate requirement. With nearly 80 clubs, we're going to do things a little bit differently this next year, and I personally didn't join Lions to attend a ton of meetings, so please invite me to volunteer at a club service project or a fundraiser where I could be useful and have a hands-on experience. I think that that would be more meaningful to me and more rewarding experience during my district governor year. But my main goal and objective is to serve all of you. I want to learn about your clubs and interact with your club members, and I'm here to support you, so please feel free to reach out. So lastly, I want to talk about my cabinet vacancies. Ideally, I'm looking for women and minorities to fill my remaining cabinet positions. And if anybody's interested, please let me know. We still need some Global Action team members for service, membership extension, plus a conference co-chair. I do have a conference program chair right now. And we still need an LCIF, diabetes, hunger, and care chair. I'm also looking for a few people to help with a PR and marketing team to help me create and post on social media and share with clubs, as well as help clubs with their PR and marketing if the need arises. And I just want to thank you for having me today. Are there any questions? Yes, Marilyn. FDI? Faculty development training? Mark was there. Mark and Debbie. Yes, Debbie.
So they're recommending that we have individual emails for the spouses. What happens if we don't?
I'm not sure, but they just, I just keep hearing that they want individual email addresses for each person.
It's not that hard.
But a lot of people do share an email with their spouse, and so that might be difficult for some. But the most important thing is the January 1st for the birthdays. That's a big glitch that we've seen over the years. Anything else? Yes?
Just a statement for the club to know, your Longview Pioneer Lions secretary and the treasurer have gotten together digitally and made sure that everyone here that has an email is registered with Lions International. Your records are as complete as they can possibly be. The only thing that's going to change is if you pass away. So don't do that, because we don't want to change anything else, okay? All right.
Anything else? I'll turn it over to you, Lloyd? All right.
Wait, we got around to two people having the same email. We just put the email in both of their areas, so they get getting two emails.
Lisa, typically for our speakers, we have a presentation of a Lions mug and a Lions application, because many of our speakers obviously aren't members. However you are, so you probably don't need that immediately, but appreciate the opportunity. And just a reminder for everybody in the Pioneer Club, when Lisa comes back next year, if she does the presentation, the protocol, of course, is to stand and applaud and do that at the conclusion. But if she comes and works on a work party, that's a little different situation. It's a great idea, so thank you.
Thank you.
We throw food at her, right?
I like pie. Kettle corn?
Bart. That's past district governor, to you, sir.
Oh. Well, thank you for the opportunity, President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests. I would like to ask if I could have immediate past District Governor Marilyn Patterson and past Council Chair Hal Palmer come up.
I don't think we did.
I have,
Is it a dance?
one of my hats is that I serve as the area leader for Lions Clubs International Foundation for Area H, which is
California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, Alaska. And so I'm here on behalf of the chairperson, who's immediate past international president, Douglas Alexander. And he would like to have me read this to you in front of the club for both these two outstanding Lions. This is the letter. I trust you've had a successful and enjoyable year as district governor and as immediate past co-chair for Lions Club International Foundation. As you begin life from your previous role, it's a sincere hope that you will continue to use the valuable knowledge and experience to strengthen our international association. I'm writing today not only to thank you as a leader, but also to express gratitude that I feel for the tremendous support Lions Club International Foundation that you've exhibited during your year. As a token of great esteem, it is my pleasure to present you with the Chairperson's Medal. As you know, the Chairperson's Medal is given to district governors and LCIF coordinators who demonstrate exceptional dedication to Lions Club International Foundation. As in your role, you qualify for this award because the district had contributed at least $30,000 to the foundation and had achieved an overall increase in contributions of at least 10% from the previous year. Every year, Lions Club International Foundation helps ensure the humanitarian service of Lions, and it reaches those that need it most. LCIF provides the life skills that our youth need and grow into healthy, productive adults. They make certain that individuals living with diabetes receive support and that they need to thrive. It brings welcome relief to those lives that have been devastated by natural disasters. As a supporter of LCIF, it gives me great pride to present to you the Chairperson's Medal. You have earned it.
What did he get?
Thank you, sir. They have magnets nowadays, so it makes it much easier.
And to have to know how to use them.
It takes make it up.
Put it on your forehead, Hal.
Yeah.
It'll stick to that.
A room up there on that forehead.
Okay, I got an announcement. I received a call from Mike Drake. He's in charge of the sirens that they sound off. They check them once a year or so. And they've had the Vancouver Lions help him before, and he wants to know if anybody wants to volunteer. All you have to do is they'll assign you a siren. You just have to sit there and make sure it goes off.
Do they know what time of the year it's gonna happen?
Yeah.
You just have to sit there and go, "Yes."
I nominate George.
Is there a training for that? Maybe we could have that training.
March 18th,
March 18th.
right?
March 18th, let's see. Oh, I'm busy that day.
I'm not sure where we'll be at. We'll have to find out. I don't know if anybody's willing to, volunteer. I've done it a long time ago, and I belonged to another organization. But all you have to do is just sit there and listen to the siren goes off. It gets kind of boring.
We have our own siren, right, Greg? Greg? JC's, we have our own siren.
I have a feeling that this is the easiest work party ever. Okay, I mean, seriously.
Yeah, I got it.
This is like something that, I don't know, Greg Firth could handle. Yeah.
Okay, I have a phone number you can call if you're interested in doing this.
Is it local?
Could be.
What's that?
Vancouver.
Outside.
36.
I'm able to do this from home.
Yes, the local, is this down in Oregon or California or?
Be local.
I would suggest getting more information and then bring it back to club. Yeah. To answer all those questions.
How will we ever know if we miss it? Hey Lloyd, you and I, we'll get together on this. We'll take care, make sure it happens.
Okay, all right.
Piper is gonna need new batteries in this one.
Cheryl's gonna know.
Okay, following that, many of you are aware that on April 1st, this club is going to be conducting a morning workshop. April 1st, that is April Fool's Day, but this is no joke. This is a real thing. The workshop is to a self-analysis of all of our strengths and weaknesses and some of our opportunities that might be before us and so maybe some things that would be threats to those opportunities. And following that, in this same morning, we're going to start working on an action plan for our club based on, I suppose, the things that we learned that come out of the self-analysis. This is a really important work, folks. What we do now in the next couple of years is going to greatly impact and help shape the direction of this club for years and years to come. So I'm hoping that all of you will put this on your calendar. It'll be just for the morning. Don't know where yet, but it could very well be right here. So no excuses that you couldn't find your way to the meeting hall, if that's the case, but I will let you know for sure where we're going to be meeting real soon, as soon as I have it nailed down. Put it on your calendar, April 1st. It will just be the morning, probably 8 to noonish, and there will be coffee and donuts. So plan to be there. Okay, your plan to be there. Make your presence and your wishes and your dreams known. Because what you have to say and what you think about the direction of this club is very important. I'll be reminding you again.
This will be a 100-year plan.
I thought we were going to start at 9 and
And the leader of that workshop is sitting right here with us, Dr. Mark Menzel. Did I get it right? Morning, around 8-ish, 8:30, probably open the hall.
I thought.
Okay, 8:30 to noon. So that's 3.5 hours out of your life. And those are going to be 3.5 very important hours to this club. So put it on your calendar, plan to be there. I'll be letting you know more about it as I get more information.
Pat, you have an announcement?
I actually do. I have an announcement, and the announcement is this battery's going to go out before I'm done with the announcement. Hey, we're going to have a really quick past presidents meeting right over here. As soon as he rings the bell, pop right over here, past presidents. Thank you.
Terry. Terry.
Twofer.
Greg.
No, that's not. I told you the batteries were dying. She never listens. I'm married.
I'm a wife. And I just got $1 for a phone ringing. This is what happens. I live for this.
So make sure your phones are turned off or she will find you.
That hears. I hear them.
Any other announcements?
Greg.
Greg.
President Lloyd, colleagues, guests. Just a reminder, there is a membership drive going. District Governor Deb's got a incentive bringing new members in. if you bring a new member in and your name is drawn at the District G conference, you'll get the Elvin Jones Fellowship in your name. If the club is drawn, the club can also get a Elvin Jones Fellowship, and they can give it to anybody in the club that they designate. So keep that in mind. Our membership is growing a little bit, so maybe by the end of our Lions year, we're going to have a nice growth. Thank you.
Eric, I'm going to remind you, even though you remember coming in, you do not have to sit next to Greg. We've already approved you, okay? Jesus. He makes him do that every once. You have to sit next to me, Flavia.
Yeah, they can look aboard.
It's the only way he has friends.
Anybody else have any announcement they want to make? Bob does.
Piper, quietest guy in the room. Let me bring him the air, because he's old.
He's old, I'll bring him
John back there, see if your heart works, Pat.
Well, I just want to remind everybody, oh, come on, fellow Lions, President Lloyd, yes, first ball popcorn, Carl starts March 24th, safely. You're invited any Friday to come down and help make popcorn.
Okay. Kettle corn.
Kettle corn.
Fridays.
And second of all, we've got about 100 cases of Diet Pepsi sitting in our warehouse. Yeah, well, it's yours for the taking. Anybody who wants it, it's still drinkable, but not for much longer. They don't want the Diet Pepsi. They took the regular Pepsi, but not the Diet Pepsi.
You want the sugar?
That was Oh yeah, we'll be right after the meeting. We're going to go over, show off our old wagon, and hopefully donate it. Anyway, yeah. So if you want to stop by and pick up some Diet Pepsi, yes, Mark.
President Lloyd's fellow Lions and guests, I was just reminded that from my district governor that I didn't say anything about the district conference. The commission. It is May 12th and 13th, and the registration forms are out. We have a whopping 3 signed up already, and if you do that by April 20th, you get a $10 discount in your registration. So make sure you get in early, because you don't want to miss out. All right, thanks very much. It was awesome. It's at the Heathman Lodge, 12th and 13th.
Of May.
You need help afterwards.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Bob need help afterwards, moving tables.
Moving tables. Moving tables. Hey, on the moving tables thing, if one person at each table just stack up a stack of 3 chairs, just that is a huge help to getting this process done. Really is. Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, Hal will be leading that training. Right, if he gets through getting that pin on his chest. He's still working on that pin for the guys in the back.
Okay, our blue ticket. You ready? 098 696.
Oh, it's Cindy.
And the red ticket? 121 196.
June.
Tell June
what
My guest,
Jane.
June.
Yeah, June, but Jane's on next.
First pick for desserts goes to Bob Raffle. And it's supposed to be June's day because she gets whatever Bob does.
Ace of diamonds. The Joker lives.
Okay.
I don't know, where's the money going for June? Pat, Jess, June, where the money's going for June?
What?
The money.
Yeah, she wants to go to diabetes.
Diabetes.
Which is really good because
Leroy, did you get that?
What?
Did you get that? Diabetes?
Didn't hear any bell ring.
Let's start on